Good morning. Today is April the 6th, 2022. So I'm sitting here at Lafayette Transitional Housing, and I've been homeless for a few years, and I've been using every solution, every method possible in order to gain a house. Well, here in the United States of America, obviously there's a money problem, and there's other problems and everything else that would prevent you from gaining money quickly, independently, and actually investing this money back into beneficial things. Okay, well, so far there has been tornadoes, a lot of tornadoes, a lot of live tornadoes here in the United States of America, and for the last few years I've been, looking and waiting on an opportunity to move forward in this area, and I believe that this area will actually help you with establishing a permanent home, or even getting started when it comes to purchasing property, when it comes to investments, and when it comes to money. So what my original plan is, well, this is just a solution that I came up with, and I just wanted to make sure that I had my security proof here that I am indeed one of the first persons to actually think of this plan. And so actually relocating to a state that has a high rate for hurricanes or tornadoes, actually moving to a location that's actually damaged, or that has a history or a reputation for actually being damaged, is actually a solution to get you by. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my report. I'm going to write all of this up on a document. I'm going to use this video here for security purposes. Upon moving forward in this area, actually moving into a location that's damaged, moving to a location that's damaged. So hopefully that could actually work. Check on the states, check on the city, and see what's going on there. If there's any restrictions, or if there's what else do I need to do in order to actually vacate a home underneath these circumstances, and basically just be held responsible for everything there. Well, I assume that you should not have I don't believe that you will have to pay anything at that point if you are interested in actually getting a property underneath these within each one of these locations, underneath those type of circumstances. I don't think that you will have to pay anything, and if you do, then that's something that you will work on. So that's just a nice plan that I came up with today, and I'm just recording my video that because you've been looking into that for years. It's better to move to a location that has problems, that you can actually take care of these problems and set up everything yourself. So basically that's all I'm working on right now. It's a nice plan, a nice solution on this day, April the 6th, 2022. The code that you're stored. You're interested in moving to a state here in the United States of America, obviously somewhere that you could get to off your own expenses. You're interested in moving to a state, a damaged, corrupted state that has a reputation for having tornadoes that's pretty damaged, in order for you to get a house and start from scrap up when it comes to money and surviving and everything like that. Well, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking that if the locations is damaged, and if the houses has already been damaged, it will be more convenient for an individual to survive in these areas and actually be held responsible for these things. And so right now there's no one involved in this plan. I don't even know exactly where I'm going to go, but like I said, that's just a nice plan to move you from point A to point B. Like right now, I live here in Lafayette, Indiana. I've been homeless for years. You've been self-employed for years, but you're still having a problem possessing your money and growing the money for this job. And you've been interested in owning a house for a very long time. And so what I plan to do is actually use these circumstances, use these locations, use these circumstances to actually give me a house, So, like I said, I was just looking over the populations where tornadoes has just hit. This has been going on for some time. Um, and start from there. You know what I'm saying? I guess just start from there. That's something that I want to do. So, like I said, it's a lot of thinking it's a lot to think about. I don't have a certain location. The pictures is looking, there's no hope at going to certain parts, but I assume it's the same thing. It's just like an abandoned, nice house somewhere that has not been torn down, versus the circumstances. And so that's something that I'm working on. And so hopefully that's just one solution. You're working here in Lafayette, Indiana, self-employed, from the streets, from public places, and you still have your house in operation. So, well, like I said, that's just the plan. So I'm going to continue to look at it, continue to do my research, contact the city and the state, see what else needs to go on. If there's anything else I need to do in regards to actually buying me a plane ticket and arriving in this location with that understanding to get me a house, find my own house, or vacate a property underneath these circumstances, coming from another state, underneath being a homeless individual and appearing in another state, and vacating the house, vacating the property after these things has happened. So I guess that's just something to look at. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on right now. I haven't talked to nobody. Like I said, this is just my first day. Well, it's worth it, I guess, for business wise, to put it with your business chamber, your housing interest, and you do right. And you do have a lot of videos, and you do have a lot of understanding and intelligence, and I don't think that. Well, that's nice. You see what I'm saying? I don't think that you can charge, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think, you see what I'm saying? But anyway, that's something I would have to find a location. You would have to appear there. You would have to, you know what I'm saying, still get advice and all. So I don't know where I'm going to go. But that's just a plan. Anything could change in the middle. But this is just for security purposes. I'm the first person to think like that. The first person to take those chances and, think like that. You know what I'm saying? Versus depending on the economy, versus depending on the government, versus following the system. Go to one of these locations that has already been damaged and then just build up, from scrap with your understanding for business numbers, surviving, food, shelter, enjoying community resources, and go back to school. Well, I think that's a nice idea. I like it. And thank you. That's all I wanted to say.